Hello.
Hey guys,
Hi Facebook. It's us again.
this one's gonna be short. I gotta head to the airport here, pick up a friend in a few minutes. So let's see what my sis is up to, what you got going on that you want to talk to me about. Or you know what, maybe it's the divine highest beings of light you want to talk to.
Yes, I have been trying to talk to my sister for several days now, and I've had lots of questions because if some of you have not heard, she is a psychic medium. She channels spirits, energies, and she always has answers for me whenever I have questions about my career, life in general. So I was like, sis, I have a lot of questions for you. And she has no idea what the questions are. So I figured instead of her and I just having the conversation, I would get here on Facebook Live, because every time her and Spirit answers these questions, the answers are always so phenomenal that I'm like, I really wish I had that on tape so somebody else could hear it. So this time I was prepared. Okay, so Soph.
Yeah.
My question is kind of a general question, nothing too detailed, but can you explain, or can Spirit explain, what it means when they say everything happens for a reason and nothing happens by chance?
That means there is an underlying invisible divine force that's bigger than all of us. It is a nothingness that creates everythingness, and everything is divinely orchestrated in all our lives. There's reasons why we come onto this planet, whatever those reasons are. Could be love, forgiveness, compassion. There's a multiple amount of reasons for it, for being here and having a human experience, and millions of different paths to learn, not just love, compassion, forgiveness. There's other experiences as well, and so we get to choose lots of different ways in our free will and how we feel about things. And they're all divinely orchestrated. They all lead us to the ultimate bigger experience that we came here for. And sometimes we choose to do it in a few lifetimes. Sometimes we choose to do it in hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of lifetimes. And we are multidimensional beings. We do exist. Our souls do exist. Our energies exist in other dimensions, galaxies, universes, cosmos, realms, lineages, paradigms. We are infinite. It's an eternal journey. And so yes, everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens by chance. There is no accident. For those of you who think there are coincidences, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is synchronistic. It is all divinely orchestrated.
So even something as small as stubbing your toe.
That's right. That's a sign to maybe slow down, take a deep breath. Something might be going on in your life right at that moment. Making sure that you are aware to be in the present moment. Stubbing your toe. Nothing brings you to being in the present moment like pain. Physical pain. Something that brings you. Sometimes not just stubbing your toe, but something brings you to your knees. It makes you stop. Makes you stop in your tracks right then and there, to stop and take a deep breath and slow down. Embrace being in the present moment. That's what you have right then and there.
So can Spirit, thank you, that's a great answer. Can Spirit tell us, like if someone doesn't know what they're passionate about or what their calling is, what would Spirit say? Like what would their advice be?
Spirit, from a spiritual perspective, And for some of you, this may not make sense, but from Spirit, they would say, you, before you came into this, you decided to carry a human body in this dimension at this time, knew what your path was. So for you to act as if you don't, that is playing a role of a victim, and that in itself you chose. You chose that as well. You chose to play a very good game with yourself called hide and seek, because maybe you got a little bit bored. Maybe you decided that in this lifetime you wanted a lot more adventure, and you decided this time, in this lifetime, I want to make sure that I hide from myself really, really well, and have many experiences to find myself again. We are never lost. We are always on the right track. We are always on the right path. We are always in the right place. There is no one here that is lost. Don't fool yourself to thinking that you are lost. Sometimes I get emails or messages from others that say, I just feel lost. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know why I'm here. What's my life purpose? Well, maybe in this lifetime, that's all you came to do, was just feel like you were lost, to act like you were lost. And that's what you came here for, was to act like you were lost. And that in itself is also a purpose.
So when someone says, for instance, they know what their passion is, like a question that I ask pretty much everyone that I come across is, are you doing what you love? And 99.99% of the time people say, the people that I've asked say no.
Okay, and that's okay. It's okay not to love what you do. You know, sometimes you have to not love what you do in order to find the contrast of loving what you do. In order to realize and have a realization of something, you have to have the opposite. We are in a world, in a realm, and a planet of duality. So in order for us to feel full, we have to know what it's like to starve. In order for us to be happy, we have to know what it's like to be sad. So if you're not happy in what you do, that's okay. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now on your path. So that when it is time, sorry, that's the timer. It's almost time. I got 1 more minute before I got to take off and pick up a friend from the airport. But in order for you to love what you do and to find it, sometimes it takes that not loving what you do in order to experience loving what you do. You have to go through experiences, and have stepping stones of experiences to find what you love to do. But it is also your choice. Sometimes you only come into this lifetime to choose not to love what you do, and that's okay too. But that realization and that awareness, it's there. It's there. It's a good thing. That's when you start to awaken and you start to realize, oh, okay, well, maybe if I am aware of this, that I don't love what I do, but I want to love what I do, maybe I should send something different out there. Maybe my energy, you know, I can look, I'm a powerful being. I can change that perspective. If it's easy for me to declare that I don't love what I do, and I continue to get served that, then how easy is it for me to declare that I love what I do and get easily served that as well? It's the same thing. You put the same amount of energy into it. We are all very, very powerful beings. And when we realize and align and know that we are, in fact, source energy, and we are the underlying invisible source that many claim that they are separate from, which is not the truth. The truth is we are God. We are already a spark of the divine, but religion has shown us and taught us to be different than that, and that's not true. We are source, and we are that powerful. We decide. We choose. So choose what you want.
That's all I have, or that's all we have time for. Thank you, Spirit.
Thank you, Divine Highest Beings of Light, the Brotherhood of Light, for channeling that and sending out the messages that affect positive healings for all creation on the planet.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got to go. Short one tonight.
Okay, love you all.
Have a great night.
Well, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.